Hi everyone, it's Mary from Corley's Cash. I am hoping this is recording. It is. Awesome. Okay, so as y'all know, here is my budget. It's how much I made. I'm actually late on a bill. I didn't realize I missed it last month until I got this month's bill. So I've got to send them amount. My debts, these two are medical debts that I've got to pay back, so I'm just sending them $10 each month, so that way they can so they won't send it off anywhere, but it's still paid for. Eventually it will be paid off. I've already spent half of my grocery bill and $40 out of my gas today, and so that's my basic budget. So we're actually going to also the next thing I wanted to mention was I got member mail today. It's the one membership that I actually subscribe to so I can get scratch offs, because I like them a lot. Eventually, I tore the sticker. Eventually I would like to be able to just buy them, but I can't right now. So this was an easy way to get occasional scratch offs without. I just realized that I showed y'all the addresses. Please ignore that. Please do not use that in a negative way. I will do my best not to do that again, because I don't know how to block it out. Let's see if I can get this open. Today has already been a day. This morning my daughter went outside. My oldest rides the bus to school, and she went outside and stood outside for like 35 minutes or something. The bus never came. So I thought, well, maybe we missed it. Maybe we were 5 minutes late or whatever getting out there. And she so I took her to school. Well, while we were driving, we passed several houses that kids are picked up after her, and they were all outside still. And I'm talking about, it's 7 o'clock already, and we live with the bridge out right now. We live almost 30 minutes from the house. And so they would have to be able to get there by 7:30, which is when the buses let off. They should have already picked up the kids. And so it was a day today, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if she had a flat or if something occurred where there was a miscommunication, because the bridge is out. They're trying to figure out who needs to pick up what kids, so that way everyone gets to school on time, etc. So this is the August freebie. Hi, cutie. Thank you so much for being a member of my channel. I appreciate you so much. Candy, stuff, and budget. And then I got this, and I think it's a sticker. It feels like a sticker, but I haven't yet been able to get the back off of it. So it may just be a pretty thing, and it really is. It's very pretty. And then look at my new scratch off. Isn't that pretty? It's so fall-y. It's got a little sweater and pumpkins. It's just so cute. I love it. I'll have to do it next time. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stuff all the money that I pulled out. So first we have $200 is going to go in my house. I'm sorry, excuse me. Grabbed the wrong one. 210. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to go into my house fund, because I got to get T111 for I'm actually giving it to the teenager who is going to go pick it up for me, because he has a truck and I do not. It's a teenager that goes to church with me, and his mother agreed to it, and he's going to do it on Saturday for me. So I'm going to give the money to his mom to give to him on Saturday, so that way he can run and pick up the T111 and the sheetrock when he wakes up and gets going, and then he can bring it to my house and drop it off. I'll be at work, but my oldest should be here. In my wallet, we've got 1, 20, 40, 60 for gas. I really needed to get a new wallet at some point. And then 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100 for groceries. Because like I said, I've already spent some of this. I bought pork chops and stuff because my youngest daughter, my middle child, wanted pork chops. This is actually going, this $200 is actually going, I'm taking my oldest to a thrift store on Thursday, tomorrow, to so she can look for a homecoming dress, because homecoming comes up in October, and with ring payments and stuff coming up, we are going to struggle to buy her a dress. So I told her that we would go look at the thrift stores Thursday after school. We'd go to the thrift store that I found, that her grandmother showed me, that had prom and homecoming dresses in it. We are going to go to that and enjoy it. And hopefully, my hope is that with $200, we'll be able to buy a homecoming dress and a prom dress for $200, because that's the price I have. That's the money I have. And her ring payment will start next month. So when that occurs, depending on how much the ring payment is, I'm not 100% sure how things are going to work out at that point. So the next thing is we are going to do is we're going to go to Jen at Two Sister Bees Envelope Society. She's got this Little by Little, and they're $1 each. And then she has I Heart cash stuffing for $1 each. Little minis or tinies. And these, I think, are the minis. I'm not 100% sure. Don't get me to the line. But the one we're coming to is this one. Ta-da! We paid 7 bills out of this check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and my other ones have worn off. So I have $7 here. Ta-da! And then she also has, that's the one I've chosen to do for now, reward myself for paying my bills, because sometimes you need to do that. And in this Envelope Society, and I did laminate these, so I'm going to keep using them because I really like them. And then this is a little envelope with big dreams, and you name it and you set your icon. It's 50 icons. You can set them for $1 each or $2 each, or you can set them for 100 each if you really wanted to. And then start, color them in, and then choose one. You can celebrate it by choosing one. I just realized I marked my hand. By filling this in, these are some ideas that you can stick here. You can celebrate it. You can also do this and put all this money in that, and then use a little bit extra to celebrate the thing, the fact that you completed it. And then we have, I gotta find it, $7 is gonna go into here for another day. And then we have our debt story, which I was using for my emergency fund, but because I changed how I was saving for my emergency fund, I am now, when I finish this month out, I'm going to finish it with emergency fund. I'm going to then, in September, I'm going to start using it for debt again. In the hope, because I changed how I was saving for my emergency fund. Then, please hold. Hi, I'm back again. Oh, sorry for bumping you. I needed this binder that I did not bring with me this time. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back here to Anna's deal, and she's going to have 20, 30, 31, 32 put into this one, which is 2 circles, which this is from Teacher Mom Budgets, and it saves up based off their age. And because I started it so late for the one that's fixing to graduate high school, I am I just realized what I did there. So what I am doing is when I have a little bit of extra money to my name, I go back to one that we hadn't done yet, which was right now we're on the 2-year-old one. So I believe I'm a week ahead on this one. At the end of the year, when we get close to the end of close to her birthday, we will see if we're ahead. If we get done with this before her birthday, then all of that $32 will go to this one. But if we do not, then I'll just keep doing it that way until I get caught up and I've paid all of it. Hello Honey, which is from Jen at Two Sister Bees. I actually, the game called for $36. I could not do it, and I was late paying this $2, so I added 3 and 6 together for $8, and then 2 here, so that would be $10. I'm sorry. 3 and 6 is 9, so it should be $11 going into Hello Honey. And if you notice, that's the only money that's in there at the moment. It's because when I had my root canal done not too long ago, I pulled all my money, and that was some of the money I pulled was from Hello Honey. Now we're going to go over here, and we are going to go to this one. As you see, I have 2 already marked. It was a 2, and I think this is a 1 for 3, so I need a 7 for 10. And when we get to the end, if I'm off by, it's either a 1 or a 4. So if I'm off by $3, I'll just add the $3. So that's $3 plus 7 is $10. And then I'm going to start coloring the bottoms, maybe. $10. Do I have another 10? Yes, I do. There we go. And I think I'm going to color the bottoms from now on. That equals $20. I should have done this one, but I've already marked it. So that is also in this one. Save $20.28 because she supposed to graduate next year. She's really struggling in chemistry. We're not sure at this point if she's going to be able to do it or not. If she's going to be able to pull it off this year or not. She's really starting to doubt herself at this point. So this is Steph's on a Budget's Disney Trick or Treat collab. Okay, and then the budgeters that are collaborating with her are these guys. So Steph's on a Budget, Save with Glow, Budgeting with the Ginger, Budgeting with Lysandra, Becca Budget 777, North Country Cash Queen, Pink Plum Budgeting, The Dramatic Panda, Claudie's Creations, Floating Funds, Mum Wife Budget Life, and Bookish Mama Budgets. And so what we're going to do is we're going to stick that 20 in there. Hold on just a second. I got to get a paper clip. Got a paper clip now. My paper clips are not the prettiest. And what I'm going to do with this is whatever I have saved up, if I'm not done with it by the time, because I'm probably only going to be able to play it once a month. So if I'm not done with it by the time Halloween comes around, because I'm going to use the money to buy their costumes, probably in the middle of, probably at the beginning of October, I'm going to order their costumes off Amazon, either the end of September or the beginning of October. Whatever money I have, I'm going to pull, and I'm going to use that to buy their costumes. And whatever money I save after that is going to go to Christmas. Because at the moment, I actually don't have any Christmas savings. And I'm not sure how I'm going to swing that yet. Okay, so this one, they're in order based off this list. I put them in order. Look at how pretty they are. And the way I'm going to play it is I'm just going to do the boards. When I get done with the boards, I'm going to cut the minis out. I'm going to use them in my game binders. And then they're just very pretty. And I'm very excited to play this, that I had the money this paycheck to be able to set aside for this. So next week, on Monday, I will pull it all back out. All the money I put in my game binders, and in this game here, I'm going to play. And then look what I found. I didn't have the money for it for this time, but it's Beauty Savings by Budgeting with Lysandra. And what I'm actually going to use this for is I'm probably not going to be able to play it before I finish the Trick or Treat collab. So, but what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put the money that I save from this into next year's Christmas category. And all of my big games like this, my longer term games like this, that's going to take me a while to save for, it's probably actually going to go to Christmas next year. Because I'm really struggling this year for, I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and be like, okay, this paycheck, I'm going to go buy so-and-so their gift, for example. Next is the scratch-offs by Stuff and Budget. We're going to start with this one. The beach ball is $5, the coconut drink is $7, and the crab is $10. I'm not sure what this is from, but we're going to use it today, and we're just going to do this one right here. Ooh, it works very, very well. So that's the one I'm using from now on. Bam. We got another beach ball. Look at that. So $5 into here. Making equaling $10 that we have in there so far. And then we're going to do one more scratch off on this one. It's also from Stuff and Budget, because that's where all my scratch offs come from. I'm sorry if my last one was not in view. I apologize for that. And we're just going to do this one this time. Woo, look at that. That's an 8 this time. 5, 6, 7, and $8. For a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And if y'all don't remember from my last video, these are actually going to go to my car because I need new tires on them. Otherwise, I'd put it towards my house. So there you go. And these were these were the first ones I got from her. The last thing we are going to do is the most basic emergency fund. It is from Celissa at Beautifully Me and You on YouTube. I bought this off of Amazon, and so there is that. And what we are going to do this time is we need $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7. Let's see if we have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7. Doot, 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 and doot. Look at there, we finished another one. equaling, it should be 22, 5, 10, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, $22. And if you'll notice, I'm marking it like this. It's because I am bringing it up here to add to this one. To add to this one, and I colored these ones in when I finish a page, like that. So when I finish this page, I brought it up here and I'm coloring it in, and this book will save me $2,000 doing it this way. I have 3 young children that I am caring for as a single mom. So doing it that way, having that $2,000 means that if I do have an emergency come up, like another tooth that needs to be taken care of, or one of the kids end up in the hospital, etc., I have the money set aside to at least cover some of it without putting myself in more debt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and $20. And we're going to put the 20 in there, and this in here, so we can play it next time. Just like that. And that'll keep my book from getting too big until I can get enough money saved up that I can move it to my high yield savings account. And I use that to just do that. And I have $1 left over. So what I'm actually going to do is I am going to open this up, and we are going to go right back here to Christmas, and we're going to add $1 to my Christmas savings. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 in there so far. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad that you were here with me today, and I hope that you enjoyed my video. And I know that it was a little chaotic because I'm still trying things out, trying to figure out what works for me, etc. And trying to decide if trying to figure out if $200 is enough for gas, or if it's too much or too little. Same with groceries. And then I'm also trying to figure out how to make it through the next 2 years of high school with my oldest one without completely depriving her from doing anything at all. That's the struggle I am having at the moment, trying to start all this, but we're in high school. We're in the last 2 years of high school, and I want her to have a good 2 years of high school, and I don't want to completely deprive her. So that's why we're going to the thrift store, because this thrift store that we found had really beautiful dresses, and I'm hoping that she can find at least her homecoming dress, if not also her prom dress, for a fairly cheap amount, and actually have some money left over. Because if I have money left over from the dresses, then I'm going to move it into my Christmas. And hopefully I have already spoken to her that she can't buy the most expensive senior ring. So her dad is going to help. He's actually paying to get her hair done before homecoming and prom. He has agreed to that. And then I am hoping that when we do buy with the ring and stuff, he will give me, I haven't spoken to him yet about this, but I am 100% sure that he is going to be like, okay, the ring is, we'll say it's $500, and I got to pay $50 a month until I pay it off. Then he may very well give me $25. He's very, very good about that. We are legally divorced, but we do not have a contract per the court for child support, who has the kids, etc. because we get along extremely well. And I would say that we are friends. And so he's able to take some of the burden off. If all I gotta do is talk to him, and if he's able to, he will do it. If he can't do it, he tells me he can't do it, and he makes it up to me in some other way. He's also my handyman. So the T111 and sheetrock and stuff, he is the one that's putting it on my house, on the wall that has been damaged. I just had to pay to buy the items, and then I just feed him, and as my payment. And I really appreciate him, and I really appreciate that. And I know that was probably more information than y'all wanted to know, so sorry about that. I do hope that y'all's journey goes a little quicker than my journey has been, and that y'all are able to save money more easily and quickly than I have been able to, even though I have cut back and I rarely go out to eat. I rarely buy anything extra, etc. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. I will see y'all on Monday. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you plan to do for the rest of your week and this coming up weekend. And y'all have a great rest of your day.